Good afternoon, Pokesports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. Today, we are playing with this team submitted on the Discord by Your Conscience. Username, Your Conscience. Your Conscience has finally gone and gave us a team, and it's the level 11 Fuecoco that I have on the screen. No, it's this team right over here. This team involves a Mousehold and Annihilate, the team that the duo that you are well familiar with, as well as the Ting-Lu, the Pokemon that if you've been watching the channel at all, will know that, oh, I just love this Ting-Lu. The Fluttermane is also the Fluttermane that I want. So you know what, let's just talk about this team, right? We've got Mousehold, Fluttermane, and Ting-Lu over here. Mousehold with beat up to obviously enable the Annihilate. The Ting-Lu with the beautiful Fissure, Stopping Tantrum, Heavy Slam combo, and it's even got Throat Chop, so there's something pretty interesting. But the nice thing is that it also has Assault Vest, right? So it has increased special defense at the exchange of not being able to use any kind of non-attacking moves, but it also has Vessel of Ruin, which lowers the, I believe it's special attack of all the Pokemon on the field. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Fluttermane, the fun little partner with that, with the substitute variant, able to set up a sub and keep itself alive while you've got just things like Mousehold, even setting up a Follow Me, lead with Mousehold, Fluttermane, redirect, substitute. You have a good time. And then on the other side, we've got Annihilate, Gyarados, and Baxcalibur. These three are the powerhouses of this team, if Fluttermane and Ting-Lu weren't powerhousey enough. Annihilate with the major damage set. You can go and bulk up once while you beat up with the Mousehold and have just wildly powerful drain punches. Gyarados with Thunder Wave, and this is the Gyarados that I was talking about. Gyarados with the ability to enable a status, as well as do some big damage with Intimidate. And then, of course, Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur with loaded dice is just one of my favorite Baxcalibur sets. So I'm incredibly excited to use this team. Let's just hop right into the battle. Let's go get it. Come on, join me. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, I hit a loop. I apologize. Our first battle today is up against Elena, and Elena is going to be bringing the PALAFIN. This is a tournament team right here. Like, I've seen this team in tournaments all over the place. So that said, I'm looking at Annihilate, and I'm like, whoa, Annihilate does most of the damage to almost everything here. So why don't we just go Mouseape here? Mouseape is just kind of the way sometimes, you know? We could also go Fluttermane. I like the idea of Fluttermane, but I kind of want to bring Ting-Lu, and bringing Ting-Lu and Fluttermane doesn't sound right to me. Does Baxcalibur work? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Maybe we do want to bring Gyarados here, actually. I don't hate Gyarados here. I hate it for the King Gambit, but I think if the King Gambit comes out, then we'll just Ting-Lu it up. This sounds correct to me. Now, I said something at the beginning that I just really need to double check. It's the Of Ruin Pokemon. I know what they do, but I don't know in which way they do it. Yes, so Ting-Lu does lower the special attack of all Pokemon on the field. Right. Because here I was like, does it increase the special defense? No, it doesn't. It lowers something. It's all around attack and special attack. All right, so Mouseape against PALAFIN King Gambit. I have the feeling that King Gambit is going to Terrastalize here. I feel like I should beat up and go for a Rage Fist on the PALAFIN. Though I also think that I should Terrastalize. Terrastalizing the Annihilate is a little scary here. I might want to Follow Me. Follow Me bulk up seems all right. Yeah. Because it looked like they were going to Terrastalize. Nobody would want to keep a King Gambit in front of an Annihilate and not Terrastalize. So it's just going to Terra Dark, which honestly, not a great look. It's probably going to Kowtow Cleave the Mousehold. A couple people were chirping me the other day on how I was saying Kowtow. It was just because I had no idea how to pronounce it. That was it. That's all. Okay, so that was Jet Punch from the PALAFIN. That's really, really good to know that it was just intending to keep the PALAFIN in. Now, this could either be a hard swap or something else. We're not going to bring out the Gyarados right now. We're going to bring out the Ting-Lu. Now, that said, the PALAFIN is pretty strong right now. So I'm thinking that we just go for a Fissure. If we go for a Fissure on King Gambit, the next turn it can go for a Sucker Punch, and I don't really want that. So maybe we just go for the Heavy Slam on the PALAFIN, assuming that that's going to flip out. And then we'll just go for a Drain Punch. We'll Terra Fire so that the impending Sucker Punch doesn't do that much damage, but I feel like this is... Oh, wow, okay. That's very surprising that they didn't switch out the PALAFIN here. And now I just have 2 Pokemon weak to water in front of that PALAFIN, but honestly, it's going to be taking some damage, so I'm not incredibly upset. I'm a little upset. It would be nice if PALAFIN attacked by Annihilate here, but it's not going to do that. It's going to attack the thing that, yeah, doesn't want to take the damage. Ooh, look at all that recoil, though. I don't hate that. Look, listen to this copium, right? This is entirely just me coping. Okay, let's flip into Gyarados here. Let's flip into Gyarados and go for a Drain Punch. First opponent had my number a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. Legit not me coping. It's me thinking that I think I have the solution to this. And it's just KOing the King Gambit before the King Gambit can really take advantage of that Defiant. The Intimidate is going to be relevant on the PALAFIN. It's bad, honestly, on the King Gambit, but using that on the PALAFIN is good here. They're going to withdraw the King Gambit. That was the smart choice. And they're going to bring in the Flutter Mane, which is also a smart choice. So the special attack was heightened here. Gyarados is going to take like no damage. So this was by and large kind of a free turn. I would like to go for an Iron Head on the Flutter Mane, and I think this is the right moment to Drain Punch the PALAFIN. I do have +1 defense. The PALAFIN has -1 attack, so I'll survive. I will survive. Why did I go for a Heavy Slam? Well, you know what? Here's the thing. If they had swapped out the PALAFIN that one turn, and I had gone for a Heavy Slam, they would have swapped out that into Flutter Mane, which would have taken that Heavy Slam damage. Heavy Slammage. Sorry, I needed to say it. Yeah. Anyway, this will really hurt the Flutter Mane here, this Iron Head. It won't take it out, and it doesn't need to. Ooh, I love leftovers. So let's see. We know that they have the King Gambit there in the back. I think it's just fine to go for a Waterfall here. Waterfall in the Flutter Mane. We can go for a Drain Punch. Am I going to make the same mistake? No, not really. We're going to go for a Drain Punch on the PALAFIN. Just one of these needs to connect, really. Because then my Annihilate gets so much HP back. The question is, who's it going to connect to? It's going to connect to the Amoonguss. A +1 isn't going to be that bad. Yeah, the Flutter Mane protecting is correct on their part. I at least go before the Amoonguss, and I get to heal up a tiny bit. So that's fun. So let's make a choice here. Oh, of course, the Rocky Helmet. So let's make a choice here. Who are we attacking, and what are we doing? First, we'll heal up. Oh, yeah. No, we just taunt this. That's super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Let's go for a Rage Fist on the Flutter Mane. It's starting to do some pretty big damage here. That's just perfect. It's not quite as perfect. It'll work out. It'll work out. Moonblast on the Gyarados. means Citrus Berry triggers. Yeah, the opponent, is the opponent like stream sniping my recording? What's going on here? We're just gonna Rage Fist. It does big damage. And get taunted. Now at least it's not going to do that again. Okay. I have a feeling that the Flutter Mane is just going to protect again. So if I go for a Thunder Wave on the Amoonguss and I bulk up this turn, that could actually save my Pokemon. You know what? Yeah, we're just going to go for it. Yeah. So they withdrew the Amoonguss so that they could trigger Regenerator. They brought out the Palafin. Palafin's about to get Thunder Waved. We like that. Like that a lot. Fluttermane gets another Moonblast off. Okay. I honestly would have thought that it would have not done that, but it did. Okay, so at least now that Palafin is Thunder Waved. We can try not playing scared one time. And I think this might be the right moment. I guess we can just go for another Waterfall on the Fluttermane. Maybe it protects, maybe it switches out, maybe it just goes for the Moonblast KO. But I think Drain Punch on Palafin is correct. I want to heal up my Annihilate as much as possible here. The second bulk up is quite relevant. Palafin didn't go for a Jet Punch, meaning I will attack first, meaning I'll KO it. So I have Ting Lu and I have this guy left. Ting Lu does not have any way of protecting itself. Annihilate, I guess, does. But because my partner doesn't have any reason to protect themselves, this is kind of the best that I can do. There's kind of no reason to protect Annihilate. Okay, so Ting Lu is out. Special attack has been weakened. It would be so nice if it could survive another Moonblast, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the first 2/3 of the damage were done by a single Moonblast. I cannot remember for the life of me. Yeah, it's just Heavy Slam. It's always just Heavy Slam. We're gonna go for a Rage Fist on the Moongus. That might survive. Oh, Ting Lu. Oh, Ting Lu, I love you so much. And you gave Rage Fist another little boost. Yeah, this is great. This is perfect. Annihilate's going to take a little bit of damage from the Rocky Helmet, but that's okay because now we're going for an Iron Head Heavy Slam on the Fluttermane. That's going to go down. When in doubt, bring Ting Lu against the Fluttermane. Honestly, it turns out that sometimes you just need the Ting Lu against the Fluttermane. I bet my opponent's very, very upset right now that that did not KO the Ting Lu. Well, we're going to go ahead and Stomping Tantrum that. We're going to go ahead and Drain Punch that. I don't think there's any way that the King Gambit KOs the Annihilate, save like a crit. But plus I go first, so yeah. That's the way. Did anybody thought that I had lost that? Yep. I think we all thought that I had lost that, including me, including you, including your brother and sister and cousin, who are all watching Pokesports, looking at this, being like, "Oh, Mike's lost this. What's he doing? He's making some really bad decisions here. He's trying to do some calls, and they're not working out for him today." No, you know what? Ting Lu with an Assault Vest. That's all you need. Anyway, let's go on to game 2. All right, and next game is up against Lilycole. Okay, Lilycole. How do I beat Lilycole? There's a way. I know there is. I'm looking at Ting Lu and I'm saying, okay, it's pretty good. If I go with Ting Lu, let's play in that space a little bit. If I go with Ting Lu and I bring in Mousehold, Mousehold can't really. Oh, Mousehold can follow me actually. Can't really after you. Do I have any kind of special damage to take out the Torkoal? No. What happens if like CHIEN-PAO and Dragonite comes out? I think I'll be fine. I would like to bring back Excalibur here. I feel like that would work well. If I'm bringing Ting Lu, I'm hesitant to bring the Fluttermane because I'm worried that I'm shooting myself in the foot. But honestly, if Fluttermane comes out, it's probably because Ting Lu went down. I don't hate this. I think it's going to require a little bit of critical thinking. A tiny little smidge of critical thinking. Who we got? Okay, so it's Fluttermane and Great Tusk, the two Pokemon that I did not talk about. One that can close combat. Okay. So here's the thing. Do I heavy slam the Flutter? I think I heavy slam the Fluttermane because it looks like the thing that I wouldn't do. Because the Great Tusk can just close combat my Ting Lu. And I think I'm going to have to follow me. Oh, follow me Ghost for that. Oh, I love that so much for me. I'm going to do it. I just want to see it happen one time. It could happen where the Great Tusk close combats and the Fluttermane protects, or it could happen that the Great Tusk protects and the Fluttermane goes for Moonblast. That's what I've got going on in my head right now. So I'm just going to assume the thing that I want to happen. I'm going to manifest, and that's going to be close combat on the Mousehold that's going to follow me. Okay, well, it went for a Rock Slide, and Rock Slide, I mean, okay. And the Dazzling Gleam, which again, okay. I'm curious, yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think that this would have Focus Sash. Because I'm pretty sure that the Great Tusk has Focus Sash, and if Rock Slide's all that the Great Tusk is going to go for here, I might as well just keep going for Follow Me's, you know? What do I have in the back? I have the Fluttermane and Excalibur, correct? Yes. If I hold... Ooh, here's what I do. I just target the second Pokemon. I leave the Great Tusk up, because when Fluttermane comes out, it's Dunzo. It's Dunyan Rings. That is Dragonite. How much do I outweigh a Dragonite? Dragonite weight 210 kilograms, and Ting Lu weight 700 kilograms. Well, that's a chunky boy. I'm gonna go ahead and protect. If it's gonna go for ooh, what's this? Normal. Terra Normal Extreme Speed. Terra Flying. Oh, okay. Yes, Terra Flying, Terra Blast. Cool. I don't think I survived that. Yeah, if the Great Tusk is just going to go for Rock Slides, I might as well protect. However, if the Dragonite goes for Terra Blasts, then I'm in Scary Town. Ow. I'm just saying that preemptively, because that's going to hurt. Okay, especially if it crits. Thank you. Thank you. That was a crit. That's multi-scale. That was a crit. Ah, yikes. Okay, well, let's go for a throat chop, I suppose. Just do some damage, right? Will follow me. I don't think the Rock Slide KOs here. Yeah, it doesn't. That's wonderful. See, this is because of Friend Guard, by the way. I have a lot of... Actually, if I just bring out Baxcalibur right now, Ice Shard does the job. That's fun. I'm thinking I might want to switch into Flutter Mane. No. I might just let it go down. Oh, let's just go Fissure. Go for broke. Ice Shard this. Just do the damage. So that takes out the Dragonite. It's great. This is going to take out the Ting-Lu. Who'd it miss? Ah! Oh, thank you. Thank you for missing the Baxcalibur. Oh, my best friend. We're going to go and bring out the Flutter Mane here. Oh, my best friend. I have a voicemail from 6 hours ago. Got to check that later. Flutter Mane is out. That's... Oh, this is bad for them, possibly. Oh, no, it can Sucker Punch. Oh, I need to sub right now. I need to substitute right now. I do think that I'm going to go for an Icicle Spear. But maybe CHIEN-PAO's the one with... No, it can't be. Yeah, that was it. That was it. I am not... Oh, wow. Hello. I did not realize that it was going to do that. It's fast. Oh, it's scarfed. It's been scarfed the whole time. I flinched. No! No. That's bad for me. Well, Dazzling Gleam this time. And I guess we've got Icicle Spear. Is there any worth in one Pokemon protecting? No, not really. Baxcalibur goes down to another one of those things. I also need an Ice Shard, because that's taking me out. Okay, so take some damage. Baxcalibur takes the hit. Oh, they're not Sucker Punching this time. My sub's going to fade. I just need this CHIEN-PAO not to hit me. Okay. Oh, learning it was scarfed was bad. I don't know why I didn't realize that it was scarfed the whole time if it was just going for Rock Slides and nothing but, you know, it could have just been choosing to do that. Maybe it was hoping for flinches and it got a flinch. It got a flinch at a time where it really shouldn't have got a flinch. That was really, really bad for me. All right, well, anyway, that's that game. Let's at least go into the next one. Yeah, wow, that flinch. That flinch. Cool, let's go into game 3. Okay, and my next opponent's bringing a scary combination. I'm looking at this right now and I'm thinking, wow, that's a CHIEN-PAO and a Dragonite and a PALAFIN. CHIEN-PAO and PALAFIN already are just a wild combination, but with Dragapult in there, I'm not looking forward to this. There's a lot of physicality on this team, so I feel like Gyarados is kind of super necessary, at least for the PALAFIN. Only problem is that Gyarados goes down to the Dragapult like 9 times out of 10. So if I do that, but if I bring something else that can KO the Dragapult beside it, like Baxcalibur, I guess. That could do it. I might have to do a Terra Steel Gyarados in order to get past that. But what happens if the Arcanine comes out first? Then I'm in a little bit of trouble. Well, then I guess Waterfall just does the job. If it's specifically Arcanine and I guess CHIEN-PAO, then I might be in trouble. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, won't we? Let's go Fluttermane and Ting-Lu. I don't like the idea of it, but I'm going to do it because the Fluttermanes are there. Because my opponent has a Fluttermane, I'm like, okay, let's back off a little bit. Bump. Okay, so Palafin got a little bit of a nerf. Ski. I don't hate the idea of taunt, but I do think that the Amoonguss is just going to go down before it has a chance to do anything. Let me just real quick look at the stats on these guys. Yeah, so I'm definitely going first. We're going to Thunder Wave the Palafin, meaning we're Thunder Waving whatever slot the Palafin is in. It could be any one of those 5 remaining Pokemon, and I'd be happy with that. Any kind of paralysis on those. Yeah, I like Icicle Spear here. I think that it just makes sense. I love things that just make sense. Palafin's going to protect. Cool. Maybe it's because that Amoonguss is going for a Elsporo, you know? But I don't think the Amoonguss is going to live through this. No, it's not going to live through it. Oh, it might live through it! Ah, why has it got to be a Citrus Berry? Let's just get 1 crit or 5 hits. No, it got neither of those things. I had to look over and see if any of the Pokemon had safety goggles. They do not. All right, Excalibur goes to sleep. Good night. Imagine if that was a taunt on the Amoonguss. No, not even going to imagine that if that was a taunt. Why would I go for that? Thunder Wave back on Palafin. Why not? Ice Shard on the Amoonguss, because why not? 4 hits, no crit. that is the lowest roll on a loaded dice that you could possibly have. This could just be a swap out of either one of those Pokemon. The Amoonguss could swap out. The Palafin could swap out. The Amoonguss could go for a Rage Powder. But why would they do that? Because the Palafin wouldn't really have a decent move to go for. Arcanine's going to come. Arcanine's going to come out, and possibly to keep the Arcanine from getting paralyzed. Nope, they're just going to withdraw the Amoonguss as well. Oh, so who are the 2 back Pokemon? This is good information. It's Fluttermane. Okay. Booster Energy is going to boost the attack. Excalibur's fast asleep. I think this might be as good a time as any to swap the Baxcalibur out into Ting-Lu. Yeah. I could Thunder Wave that. Why don't I just go for an Iron Head? Let's just do damage to it. Do I Terra Steel? I'm -1 in front of an Arcanine. I do have Ting-Lu. I don't think Arcanine's going to go for... it might, though. I'm more worried about what Fluttermane can do. We're going into Ting-Lu here. So I'm really making it so my Gyarados lives. Oh, beautiful. Unless this Fluttermane goes for a Protect, in which case this is just a wasted turn for me, but this works. They are terastallizing. They're terastallizing into Fairy so that they can assuredly KO the Gyarados or the Baxcalibur slot. This might be a Moonblast. This might be a Dazzling Gleam. I'm assuming it's going to be a Dazzling Gleam. So I have no reason not to do damage to the Gyarados. I assume that this Gyarados is definitely going to live. I think the chances of Gyarados living are very, very high. Yeah, here comes the Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, look at that. Look at how little damage that did. That was booster energy, by the way, so this Iron Head is going to do a lot of damage. Not a ton of damage because of the Intimidate, but enough that it brought it down to half. I like Iron Head here. I like Taunt better. I really, really like Taunt better. I'm going to go for a Stomping Tantrum, though, because just in case it targets the Amoonguss, I would like it to be Stab. Because if the Amoonguss goes for a Rage Powder here, then the Taunt is at least going to go off. But then Stomping Tantrum or Heavy Slam would be on the Amoonguss, and I don't want that. This way, if the Amoonguss is going to go for a Spore, then at least I'm going to be able to taunt that. It is going for a Spore. So that bad boy's about to get El Tontoed. Oh no, my special attack. No. There's a Stomping Tantrum for you. That Fluttermane is toast. Now, hang on here. What if I just go and switch out my Gyarados? Because this is -2 at this point. Let me remind you. Ah, yes, PALAFIN. Ah, the French. Ah, the French. I think the Amoonguss has no choice but to switch out here. Switch back into Arcanine. I can switch into Baxcalibur. Go for a Thunder Wave on the PALAFIN and swap Tinglu for Baxcalibur. So I'm about to get Jet Pounched, probably. Yeah, I need to keep Gyarados in for one more turn. I can swap out into Tinglu. Honestly, it's not so bad. This Wave Crash is going to do some damage, but it's not going to do all the damage, and that's important. So there you go. You can at least get paralyzed. Is there any worth in having a -2 Gyarados on the field right now? Not really. If I swap that into Tinglu and I Glaive Rush into the PALAFIN slot. Come on now. It has to go for a Wave Crash if it wants to KO my Baxcalibur. And one of them just might be fully paralyzed. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, so we're going to withdraw so we can get our +2. We'll bring out Tinglu because Tinglu is quite useless at this point. Baxcalibur is still fast asleep. I was really hoping on that 2-turn wake up there, but that's okay. Arcanine's paralyzed. Well, at least it goes down. Oh! Amazing. Stomping Tantrum on the Arcanine, and I could Ice Shard just to get some damage off. But, in for a penny, in for a pound. I want to protect so bad, but I think it's just going to be Jet Punch and Jet Punch and Extreme Speed. That's what it was the last time. Or it was Wave Crash and Extreme Speed, but it's, yeah, anyway. So had I protected there, Excalibur would have been alive to get Extreme Sped next turn. And Palafin, it gets to do that, that's fine. Fine. Well, now we at least have Fluttermane and Gyarados on the field. Both doing their things. I like that Gyarados is here up against two paralyzed Pokemon. So we've got Photosynthesis active, which is great. I have a feeling that the Arcanine is probably going to swap out for the Amoonguss. So we can go for a Shadow Ball there. We can just Waterfall. We'll Waterfall the Arcanine. We'll at least do damage to the Amoonguss. It can swap in and out so many times, though. Whatever. If we take out the Palafin, then we're good, right? Choosing not to swap out the Arcanine, swapping out the Palafin instead. Okay. I mean, this is still going to do almost all of the damage to that, right? Oh, the flinch! The Paraflinch! The Paraflinch! That's the way we're just going to attack the Arcanine with that. They're probably going to swap out into the Palafin, and that's fine. I still needed to go for this because if I get redirected here, then I'm in trouble. You don't have another Pokemon to swap out into. I bet they want to take out the Arcanine right now, bring in the Palafin, and then swap out the Amoonguss and bring in the Arcanine at the same turn. You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh, these games go forever. Yeah, so they're going to withdraw the Arcanine, bring in the Palafin. Can the Amoonguss protect? If the Amoonguss can protect, then I'm in trouble. Of course it can. Well, you get it this time. But at least you get the Waterfall. So here's what I do this turn, right? I attack into the Palafin because the Amoonguss could swap out into the Arcanine. If the Amoonguss swaps out into the Arcanine, then the Amoonguss takes a Waterfall. If the Amoonguss goes for Rage Powder, then the Fluttermane goes for Shadow Ball, takes out the Amoonguss. Yeah. My fear is Jet Punch crit on Fluttermane. But my Gyarados is like very well set up to at least take a hit from the Palafin. There we go. So there's the thing that we thought was going to happen. Is a good prediction, and now the Arcanine goes down. Palafin should also go down to this. And if that's the case, then it's just Amoonguss versus the world, baby. No! That's not good. That's really bad. Let's, but you know what? Palafin didn't attack first, so someone's about to take a Wave Crash. Okay, Palafin's about to go down. This is not great. But Palafin goes down to this. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. We hit the Amoonguss with a taunt, and we've won the game. I'm going to have to drag it out, though, to be honest. But let's go for a taunt on the Amoonguss. They might try to put me to sleep here. Because the worst thing for me is if the Amoonguss puts me to sleep and then just starts slowly wailing on me. So we taunt it, we paralyze it, we do everything that we can possibly do to this Amoonguss to punish them for playing this game. and either they cancel or they just slowly lose to a chipped Amoonguss. Yeah. That's not happening. The Iron Head is the best move. Yes, best move to use here. Plus, that can also flinch, no? See, because this is how much damage we're doing to the Amoonguss, and there's the paralysis. The most painful mushroom. We're gonna taunt it again. Yeah. I mean, we had to do it. We had to do it to them, right? They brought in the Amoonguss, and I am scared of an Amoonguss. I don't want to lose to an Amoonguss. Anyway, a game took literally forever. Like, I'm old now. I am old now. Bad use of literally, but hey, it's fine. Let's go into the lab. Let's talk about this team. Let's get out for the day. And here is the team. This is Scott's team, Your Conscience on Discord, who says, here you go. This got me top 79 on the Weekend Rumble day 2, and then just shy of top 200 on day 3. Made with the advice and guidance of Miguel, aka Hard Freak. So big shout out to both Hard Freak and Your Conscience for putting together this team. This team looks great. We've got Mousehold, Annihilate, Tinglu, Gyarados, Fluttermane, and Baxcalibur. Let's talk about Mouse Ape. Okay, Mousehold and Annihilate. That is the combo where you use Beat Up on Annihilate. You build up Rage Fist charges, which gets more powerful as your Annihilate gets hit. Beat Up counts as 4 hits. And then Rage Fist, you hit him for like 250 ghost damage. It's a ton of damage. Or you can fake that and make people think that you're going for that because everybody knows what Mouse Ape is now. And you just follow me, or you just taunt. You've also got Annihilate with Rage Fist, Drain Fist, Bulk Up, and Protect. Rage Fist, Drain Punch. I think I said Drain Fist. Rage Fist, Drain Punch, Bulk Up, and Protect. A great set to, keep you alive. It's got the bulk, it's got the healing, it's got the Rage Fist when you think that you've taken enough damage and you're just done with the game. It also has Defiant, which is not an ability I see on too many Annihilates, but honestly, in this meta where we're seeing things like Gyarados alongside Arcanine, alongside any other intimidated Pokemon that I'm not thinking of, Tauros, Defiant could actually make a lot of sense. Tinglu is just a beautiful Pokemon, right? Vessel of Ruin lowers the special attack of all Pokemon on the field by 25%. Assault Vest, ups your special defense by 50%, and then you have all your 4 attacking moves, right? You've got Heavy Slam, Stomping Tantrum, Fissure, and Throat Chop. The beautiful thing about Fissure, for those of you who haven't seen Tinglu yet, you just use Fissure on your first turn. It's got a 30% chance of hitting. If it hits, great, you've knocked out a Pokemon. If it doesn't, then you use Stomping Tantrum next turn, and that does double the damage because Stomping Tantrum doubles in power if you miss the turn before. So that includes things if your attacks get protected, or if you get swapped into a flying Pokemon and your Stomping Tantrum doesn't go off, your next Stomping Tantrum on the Pokemon beside it, presumably, would do double the damage. Gyarados is an interesting Intimidate setter used in a lot of teams right now. Thunder Wave and Taunt, having access to the two of those, makes it unique and usable in a way that Arcanine isn't. Right? You've got Arcanine with your Will-O-Wisps and your ability to burn. Likewise, you've got Gyarados with your Thunder Wave and your ability to paralyze. And you saw in that last game, getting all of the paralysis really, really helped my game. Okay, so it is very, very useful. Okay, then we've got Fluttermane and Baxcalibur. Fluttermane just does a ton of damage, but is also nice and bulky. Bulky enough to set up a sub, or at least bulky enough to have Mousehold redirect it so that it can set up a sub. You will be able to live some attacks if you Terra Steel. And so I know I've said bulky. This Fluttermane has very low base stats in terms of bulk, but it at least can go into a Terra type that works in favor of it. So that you don't get knocked down by a move that you wouldn't want to get knocked down by. And then we've got Baxcalibur with Glaive Rush, Ice Shard, Icicle Spear, Protect. I love this Baxcalibur set. I think it's probably one of the best Baxcalibur sets out there. Just Glaive Rush and Ice Shard and Icicle Spear. Glaive Rush and Ice Shard, that is an underrated combination, by the way. Glaive Rush, you do massive damage. you do massive damage, right? Massive stab damage. But next turn, your opponents take double the damage. You can use Ice Shard to just kind of get around that, hit them first before they can hit you with their big attacks, and get the KOs like that. Anyway, I really, really like this team. I think that you'll have a good time using this, so go and do that. The team ID is right over there. I have the open team sheet for this down in the description. Play around with the EVs, see what you think. I personally like to just slam 252, 252. And whenever I think is relevant, and try it from there. And then as I lose, I start to adjust accordingly. But yeah, you can use this. Tastes may vary. Wake up. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. This has been fun. Thanks again for the people who shared this on the Discord. If you want to share this on the Discord as well, go to our Discord, go to the rental codes chat, drop the Pokepaste and the rental code, if you please. I know the Pokepaste has been down for the past couple of days, but it is back up now, which is wonderful. And I might use it. Anyway, I've been Mike Bo with 2 Pokemon on the field. See you next time. Bye-bye.